The Blood Moon's Curse, Roxanne and Ricky's encounter with El Chupacabra. Ricky and Roxanne had always been fascinated by the legends of El Chupacabra, the vampire-like creature that attacked livestock and drained them of their blood was the topic of many campfire stories for them. So when they heard rumors that the creature had been spotted in their small town, they couldn't resist the temptation to investigate. They set out on a warm summer night, heading into the woods with flashlights and a sense of excitement. As they walked, they heard strange noises in the distance. The rustling of leaves and the screeching of animals sounded closer than they had anticipated. Suddenly, Roxanne froze in her tracks. Ricky turned to her, shining his flashlight on her face. She was pale, her eyes darting back and forth as she listened to the eerie sounds around them. "Roxanne, what's wrong?" he asked, taking a step towards her. "Did you hear that?" she whispered. "Hear what?" That. It sounded like something growling in the bushes. Ricky shone his flashlight on the bushes, but saw nothing. Still, the feeling of unease lingered in his gut. They continued on, keeping closer together as they made their way deeper into the woods. As they walked, the sounds grew louder. The screeching became ear-piercing and the growling turned into snarls. Ricky knew they should turn back, but the thrill of the unknown was too tempting. They soon came upon a clearing, and that's when things took a terrifying turn. The creature, El Chupacabra, stood before them. It was everything they had imagined: black, wiry hair, large fangs and glowing red eyes. They stood frozen in fear as the creature charged at them. It moved in a blur, appearing everywhere at once. Ricky and Roxanne tried to run, but the creature was too fast. It cornered them at the edge of the clearing, snarling and baring its teeth. Roxanne screamed, and Ricky could feel his heart pounding so hard it felt like it might burst. Suddenly, the creature lunged forward, and Ricky felt a sharp pain in his leg. He stumbled, falling to the ground as Roxanne continued to scream. The creature had bitten him, and Ricky knew that he was now infected with whatever virus had caused El Chupacabra to become the creature it was. As the creature advanced towards him again, Ricky pulled out a knife he had brought with him. He lunged forward, catching the creature in the chest. It made an unearthly groaning sound and fell to the ground, motionless. Ricky and Roxanne rushed to their car and sped off towards the hospital. They were both shaken, Ricky's leg bleeding profusely. As they drove, they knew they had brought back something with them that was truly sinister. When they arrived at the hospital, Ricky was rushed into surgery. The wound on his leg was deep, and the doctors could tell he had been infected by something toxic. Roxanne, meanwhile, was left to wait in the waiting room, her only company the darkness and the sound of the machines. Suddenly, she heard a strange noise. A scratching, scraping sound that seemed to come from all around her. It sent chills down her spine, and she couldn't shake the feeling that something was coming for her. She was afraid to move, to look around, but eventually, she could take it no longer. She forced herself up from the hard seat, and that's when she saw it. The creature was there, standing at the end of the hallway. It was taller now, its eyes glowing red, and its claws scraping along the floor. Roxanne screamed, and the creature lunged at her. She stumbled backwards, tripping over a chair as the creature got ever closer. She knew she was going to die, and as it sank its fangs into her neck, she could feel her life slipping away. Rickey was never the same after that. He lost Roxanne, the love of his life, and could never forget the events of that night. The creature had left its mark on him, and he vowed to do everything he could to protect those he loved. In the end, the creature was never seen again. Some said it had merely been a myth, a legend, but Rickey knew better. He knew that El Chupacabra was real, more real than anything he had ever encountered before. And as he watched another night fall, he couldn't shake the feeling that it was out there, waiting for its next victim.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like and tell us what you think in the comments. And of course, don't forget to subscribe.